साकेत राज सिंह उत्तम धर्म रक्षक सूर्यवंशी कुल तिलक मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम सीता लक्ष्मण हनुमत समेत श्री रामचंद्र प्रस्थयन्ति सभाभ्यः सर्वे उत्तिष्ठताम्।
The harmony, the dharma, the peace of Sakyat Lok is truly beautiful.
Indeed, Hanuman, their devotion moves mountains and crosses the divine seas.
Where dharma is, there Sri Rama is. And there will be peace and prosperity there. I see this in Sakyat Lok.
But I hear the news from Bhuloka is not so pleasant. What is the condition there?
Maharaj, the people of Bhuloka, they mock your Vanvas. They twist your Leelas. They even ridicule your Maryada.
The people of Bhuloka have forgotten Dharma.
7,000 years have passed since our days in Bhuloka.
Dharma ebbs and fades with the flow of time. We must re-establish it for Bharat and for the entire world.
Jambavan, what do you suggest that we do?
To re-establish Dharma, revive Sri Rama.
Misconceptions about you and your decisions, Sri Rama, those have to be removed.
Evil people deliberately spread false narratives about us. Our real stories have to be retold.
I suggest we begin the task immediately. Let a team be formed for this. This team will burst all false narratives. Those who wish to volunteer, come forward.
Lakshman, at your service, as always, my lord.
I, Angad, son of Vali, will serve your cause. You protected my life and my throne.
Earlier, I, Kaikeyi, brought ill repute to many of you. Now, I shall compensate.
I will pitch in as well. I cannot bear insults to my lord.
I am Vali. Leaders drunk with power and lust like I was continue to censure you in Bhulok. I will take care of them.
So be it. The team is ready. You will have special powers to manifest the incidents before the people. Vijayi Bhava.
So, tell us, Ayodhya Vasis, what did you see?
Ma Kaikeyi, see for yourself. What they speak of Sri Rama's Vanvas. Ah, the pities of Bhuloka.
Whatever they may be, Mother Kaikeyi is there to handle it.
Think about it. One request from his father, and Sri Ram left everything behind. Such greatness. The ideal son, Sri Ram.
Great? You call Ram great? A king who abandons his kingdom and escapes to the forest is not great. He is weak.
The people of Ayodhya wanted only Ram, and he ditched them.
Kaikeyi was a dharmic in her demands. Ram bowed to an adharmi.
That makes Ram an adharmi himself.
Did I hear something about Sri Ram?
Huh? Who are you?
Hi, I'm Kaikeyi, the one who you accused just now, the mother of Bharata and Sri Ram.
By fulfilling your demands, Ram became an adharmi. He deserted his own parents, his people, and his responsibilities.
Sri Ram did not desert anyone or anything. But what would you know about it? That terrible day in Ayodhya's court.
Greetings, mother. Why so forlorn? Why is father sitting dejected? On this day, I hope to see you rejoice.
Ram, long ago, I saved your father's life and received 2 promises in return. Today, I have claimed them. First, Bharata shall ascend the throne of Ayodhya. And second, you will have to live in the forests for 14 years.
Father's promise will indeed be honored, O mother. That is characteristic of us, the Raghuvamshis. But it saddens me that father does not speak.
Father is too feeble to utter these words. He will be unwell as long as you continue to stay. Rama, hurry to the forest to fulfill his promise. He will recover in time and be well.
Mother, tell Bharata to rule Ayodhya with wisdom and compassion, to serve his people faithfully, and to uphold righteousness in every decision.
See, Ram did exactly what I said, fulfilling his father's wishes without even thinking of Ayodhya, mother, father, or wife.
Good. Just wait and watch how my Sri Ram answered all their objections.
Mother, forgive me. I have hard news.
Rama, what can be bad on this day? Your voice is heavy. Speak, my son.
Mother Kaikeyi redeemed the promise of 2 boons that she got from father many years ago. Bharata will be crowned, and I must go into the forest for 14 years.
No. This cannot be. I will not let you go. How shall a mother sleep while her heart is cut from her? If you still leave, I will fast until I die. The sorrow and blame will be upon you.
To serve the father, rooted in dharma, is the highest duty of a son.
To stay and serve the parents is the duty of a son. If father has allowed you to go, I dissuade you. You shall not go.
Mother, please grant me a permission to go. The great sage Parshurama, the sons of Sagara, sage Kandu, all walked paths of obedience to their fathers. I am doing nothing new here, only following in the footsteps of our elders.
Then I will accompany you.
Your duty as a wife is to serve your husband, not to follow your son. You must stay here, by his side. You will be his solace.
Brother, you will not go to the forest. The king has grown old. His judgment is clouded by passion. He has wronged you. Take the throne now. Whoever dares to stop us, I will kill them all, even if it leaves Ayodhya without any men.
Do not blame father. He is bound by his promise. Do not blame Mother Kaikeyi. She has never seen Bharata separate from me. I too have never seen her as separate from my mother. Fate has moved through her hand and turned a pious woman to this course. This is not her doing, but destiny's. Bharata too is its victim.
Only the weak bow down to fate. My strong arms will rewrite fate and crown you the king today.
Lakshman, your courage is fierce and true. But strength without dharma is dangerous. To keep the father's word is every son's duty.
Abandoning the entire kingdom to fulfill father's words. How is that dharma, oh brother?
If there were none else in Ayodhya, what you say would be right, Lakshman. Ayodhya is not abandoned. Bharata, my brother, is capable of serving Ayodhya as I myself am.
Brother, I cannot bear to see you cast aside like this. Yet, I will bow down to your word with one condition. I will accompany you to the forest.
Who will serve our father and our mothers, Lakshman? You stay here while I roam the forests.
Bharat and Shatrughna are more than capable of taking care of our parents. I will serve you in all ways in the forest. Please permit me.
I cannot deny your request. Come with me, Lakshman.
Take me too with you, Sri Rama. Life without you is indeed death.
Sita, the forest is no place for you. Beasts roam, thorns wound, nights are harsh. Born as a princess, raised in comfort, stay in Ayodhya. Serve my father in his sorrow. Give solace to my mothers. In their grief, your presence will be a balm.
What dharma do you speak of, my lord? A wife's dharma is to walk with her husband in palace or wilderness.
But I only wish to protect you.
When you protect the whole world, will you not protect me? Fire may burn me, thorns may pierce me, hunger may test me, but none of these are heavier than being apart from you. I walk with you because it is right, as the Sahadharmacharini, your partner, equal in resolve and purpose.
So be it. Where Ram goes, Sita goes.
So you see, Sri Ram did not abandon Ayodhya. He gave it an equally capable ruler instead, Bharata.
But didn't Ram abandon his father?
Oh, the story hasn't ended yet.
Lakshmana, my son, you seem troubled. Speak freely.
Mother, Sri Ram is leaving for the forest for 14 years. I will serve him in the forest and return. I seek your blessings.
Lakshmana, my heart is proud. You have chosen the path of devotion and service. Consider Sri Rama to be your own father. See me, your own mother, in Sita. Let the forest become your Ayodhya. Progress on the path that you have willingly chosen.
I will walk this path with devotion and courage, protecting Sri Ram and Sita in all ways.
Father, hold yourself. Let me steady you.
My son, my Ram, know this. Never did I wish for your exile. These are not a father's commands, but the shackles of a vow I gave the wretched Kaikeyi. Bound by that word, I am helpless. Bound by the very truth I hold sacred.
Father, be at peace. I bear no anger, no wound of blame. The honor of the king is the honor of the word he keeps. My joy is in keeping your promise alive.
Kaikeyi, the wife is the very self of the husband. Sita is not exiled. She will rule in the place of Ram. Bharata is devoted to Rama and will not rule Ayodhya.
Revered sage, Bharata should rule. This promise of Father Dasharatha should be honored. Moreover, spare me the pain of separation. I will proceed with my lord, Sri Rama.
Let the world see not my crown nor my throne, but the strength of truth I cannot bend. I walk this path not for glory nor for praise, but so that Dharma, once spoken, may live forever, even if I alone bear the cost.
That should make it clear. Sri Ram did not desert his father. By fulfilling Dasharatha's promise, Sri Ram upheld his duty as a son.
Didn't Ayodhya suffer then?
Of course not. My son Bharata ruled gloriously. Ayodhya became 10 times more prosperous.
There are more like us who have misunderstood Sri Ram. You should reach them as well.
Not to worry. My team is in place.
Sri Ram, the epitome of Dharma. Bah! He was a deceiver, a liar, a cheat. Just to win back his Sita, he allied with Sugriva. And when Sugriva couldn't win by the rules, he cheated. Ram killed Vali from behind the bushes. Forget such unrighteous leaders. Choose the path of truth. Jai Sindh!
What a speech, Mr. Mehra.
Who are you?
I am Vali. You know me. I was exactly like you, the most arrogant, deluded Vanara in the land. But then Sri Ram opened my eyes to Dharma.
This can't be true.
Choose the path of truth. Mr. Mehra, you said so yourself. And let me tell you what actually happened. The truth of my life.
Shri Ram!
Where did your arrows vanish?
Sugriva, please lighten your anger towards me.
Vali would have crushed me in moments.
You look no different from him. I could not afford to strike you. Lakshmana, fetch a garland. Place it on Sugriva.
There! Now you are impossible to mistake for Vali.
Sugriva, challenge him again. Fight without fear. Dharma is on your side.
Vali! Are you a king or a coward? Stop shivering and fight me like a true Raja!
That sound can only be him. Sugriva has chosen his own death.
Mighty king, kindly pause for a moment. If an ant decides to roar at a tiger, it can only be because the lion is on its side. Sugriva has not come alone.
Father, Sugriva's companions are Sri Rama and Lakshmana. Kishkinda quakes at the twang of their bow.
My dharma as a warrior commands me to fight, prince or a monkey.
Sri Ram protects the noble and only the noble.
So, you call that Sugriva noble?
Sugriva has showered you with love. Do not drench him in hate. Please rule in harmony with him as your regent.
Am I some stray cub to you, choking with fear and spineless to a challenge? Enough talk!
Father, please, Ram is no ordinary man.
If at all he knows dharma, he will not touch me.
Ah! So, the Adharmi has finally come face to face.
You dare accuse me? You shut me in that cave with a wretched Mayavi.
I had no choice. Mayavi would have demolished Kishkinda.
Kishkinda was nothing but a jewel to you. A jewel you stole from me.
Didn't I surrender the moment you entered, brother? It was you who chased me like a tyrant.
Tyrant? Tyrant? Sugriva! This land will taste blood! I will taste revenge! And you will taste death! god of injustice! Ah! The savior of the wicked!
Hold your tongue, lest I cut it, you vile Vanara!
Look who stands before me! The Maryada Purushottama, who shot his enemy from the bushes!
Vali, you are of a frivolous and uncontrolled mind. You know neither dharma, nor artha, nor kama. Now, hear me speak.
Dharma? You shot at me hiding yourself! You cheated to kill a virtuous king! Me!
Rajadharma is to stand by what was right, unswayed by emotion. Sugriva bent the knee to you, but you were lost to wrath. You banished your righteous brother. You failed your Rajadharma.
Huh. So be it. But his treacherous alliance, you just wanted your wife back. Now he has his brother's blood on his hands. All because of you.
A younger brother should be considered as one's own son. You seized his wife, pulled by the strings of lust. You failed your dharma as the elder brother.
And how about you? You are a Kshatriya. A Kshatriya fights from the front, not hidden like a snake.
A Kshatriya must remove the adharma or remove the adharmi. A Kshatriya has no sin in doing so. Hidden or not, you had to be punished for dharma to prevail.
Vali, you say it is right that Rama punished you with death. But why would you say so?
My mistakes were unforgivable. By banishing Sugriva, I failed my duty as a king, my Rajdharma. I violated my duty as a brother when I unjustly exiled him and stole his wife.
But still, Rama shot you while he was hidden. Isn't that wrong?
Shri Ram was absolutely right in what he did. There is no crime in killing an adharmi like me, hidden or not. You could have taken my side, Shri Ram. I would have brought you Sita in a day. Ravan would be begging at your feet, chained by me. Why did you choose him?
You were unmatched in strength, but unstable in dharma. I choose the righteous over the powerful, because the righteous is the powerful.
I understand now, Shri Ram. I was the wrong leader, and Shri Rama showed me why. I captured Ruma, my brother's wife, out of lust, and chased out Sugriva out of anger. Rama had to bury that arrow in my chest, for I had sinned. That same sin as mine lives in your heart. Change your ways, Mr. Mehra, else Rama's arrow will find you too. Jai Shri Ram.
Ram won over Ravana, riding on a traitor's back. His victory was based on deceit. Brothers should stand with each other in the time of dire need, right? But Vibhishana, the Adharmi, betrayed his brother.
But Mr. Dev, what was Sri Ram's wrongdoing in all this?
Taking advantage of Adharma. Ram knew that Vibhishana was a traitor and yet used him. Ram was adharmic.
Mr. Dev, you seem to know a lot about Vibhishana's betrayal. So tell me, who suggested Sri Ram to build the Ram Setu?
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, who told Ravana that a messenger should not be killed?
Did someone say that? Who was the messenger, by the way?
Okay. Who was Mandodari's brother-in-law?
Her husband's brother, of course.
Wah, my teacher. Last question. Which Ramayana says that Vibhishan was a traitor.
Oh, David Kalnak Ramayana. I read it.
Wah, educated fellow. Devavit did not even write the Ramayana. You have not read the Ramayana. Instead, you quote those who write their own fancies. Don't fall for interpretations.
You mean to say Vibhishana was not a traitor? How do you know?
Because I was there. My name is Angad, the son of Vali. I was literally there.
With fury and strength equaling the Meru itself, Lanka stands unrivaled amongst the world's kingdoms. Indra, Varuna, and all the kings of the Aryavarta fear my wrath. Built by my hands, Lanka can never fall to a mere mortal.
Dear brother, your pride blinds you. Your lust for Sita is the serpent coiling around the people of Lanka. If you do not return Sita, Lanka will fall.
Vibhishana, do you fear Ram more than your own king? Remember, Rakshas Raj rules the three worlds.
Ha! What daring you must have to praise the enemy in your brother's own court.
Courage is not born from recklessness. All of us will suffer when the Vanaras storm our gates.
This is cowardice. Only the weak speak of surrender. The warriors of Lanka have no equal.
Listen, brother. True strength lies in wisdom, not arrogance. Kumbhakarna's might, Indrajit's power, they cannot stand against Ram. Remember, the entire universe stands with one who stands with the truth.
How shameful! The youngest of my uncles is the only one in this race, utterly devoid of courage, virility and fortitude. I defeated Indra and extracted Airavat's tusks with my bare hands. And hence, they call me Indrajit.
Indrajit! You are young, reckless, and immature. You have known victory in battle, but you are blind to right and wrong. You foolishly hasten your father's demise by your childlike ignorance. Rama stands firm like Yama himself. I speak only for the love of Lanka. Free us from death, O king. Surrender to him. Send Sita back with wealth, riches, and celestial garments.
Peace or weakness? You speak of love, but your words reek of betrayal. You are devoted to my enemy, brother. I have loved you so much, yet you are unworthy.
Brother, it is in the interest of our...
Enough! Unable to bear my fame, you conspire to bring me down out of jealousy.
Brother, staring at the face of death...
Ah! Vibhishan! If you were not my blood, your head would already be rolling in this very hall. Curse be upon you! You are a disgrace to the Rakshasas.
The one who stares in the face of death cannot heed to good advice. I cannot stand the undeserving words that you utter to me. Forgive my words of advice. I did not want to see you killed. Now, protect the kingdom and yourself. May you be peaceful in my absence.
Hey! Look! Rakshasas! Armed and bold! Ah! They come with evil intent, no doubt. Ready yourself! We must strike first!
Just order us, Maharaj. We shall attack at once.
I mean no harm. I am Vibhishana, the younger brother of Ravana and a devotee of Sri Ram.
You, Ravana's brother, have come unannounced? What are your intentions? You must be his spy, sent to sow discord among us.
Sugriva, my brother Ravana is lost. He abducted Sita and has imprisoned her in Lanka. He humiliated me when I advised him to return her to Lord Rama. I have left my home, my family, and I now seek refuge in Shri Ram.
Ha! Wait here! Guards, one wrong move, kill them immediately!
Look, Vibhishana did not care about his brother and left him when his brother needed support. No matter what the reason may be, he betrayed his brother. He is a traitor and Shri Ram accepted the traitor.
Arey teacher ji, I have some questions to ask. Who is an adharmi? Was Ravan dharmic or adharmic? And lastly, who is a traitor? Not to worry teacher, just wait and watch.
Shri Ram, Ravana's younger brother, Vibhishana, has come to seek your refuge. He is our enemy. He ought to be killed.
I hear your concerns, Sugriva. However, we must hear the views of others before making a hasty decision. What do you think, my friends? Should we accept Vibhishana?
How can you trust someone who is so deeply entrenched in the enemy court? They are trained to hide their true motives. He can be useful, but we must tread with caution.
Angada, I respect your caution, but trust builds through action, not suspicion. Ravana ordered my execution in Lanka. Vibhishana's courageous intervention saved me.
We must be wary of his timing. It is strange that he chooses now, of all times, to abandon Ravana. We should remain on guard.
Vibhishana chose this moment wisely. He has realized Sri Rama's strength and Ravana's decline. He has chosen Dharma over Adharma.
He says he seeks refuge. How can we trust him? He betrayed his own brother in times of need.
Do you think that Vibhishana can harm me in any way? I can, if I so desire, kill just with my fingertips all Danavas, Yakshas and Rakshasas on earth. However, Vibhishana does not come with an evil mind. Usher in Vibhishana with all respect. I, Rama, scion of Ikshvaku, pledge protection to those who understand their mistakes and truly surrender themselves to me. The virtuous Vibhishan shall be treated with compassion, not scorn. We must accept him, morally and strategically.
Salutations, Shri Rama. I place at your feet my life and my sovereignty.
Welcome, Vibhishan. Refuge is granted to you after careful deliberations.
Thank you, Lord Ram.
Vibhishana, now only the ocean stands between us and victory. How do we get across?
I have a solution.
Dum 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 dum. दौड़ के आजा रे दौड़ के मौका है मौज ले डम 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 गोली जरा धड़दम की थाप दे आए हैं बाबले डम 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 औने बौने हैं सारे हम पहाड़ों से ऊंचे बेधड़क यार जीते हैं कैसे कोई वीरों से पूछे क्या हम है केसरी क्या बराबरी, कौन हमसे बढ़ के है लड़ाका। आसमान को चीर फाड़ गए, फड़फड़ा है अपनी तो पताका। जैसे तन हो प्राण के बिना, ऐसे हम श्री राम के बिना। लो शरण में आ गए प्रभु, सर पे रख दो हाथ दाहिना। क्या बिगाड़े कोई उसका, श्री हरि जिसके साथ हो भैया। नाचले मस्ती में भैया, अरे क्या सोचना धम धम धड़ैया।
But still, how can Vibhishana not be adharmic? He betrayed his brother, didn't he?
Here is the point, sir. If you do adharma, you are adharmic. If you support adharma, you are adharmic. But you forgot one point, oh great lord with coat and suit. If you don't fight adharma, you are still adharmic. Ravan was adharmic. So by leaving him, Vibhishan did no adharma.
But he still is a traitor, right? And in accepting him, doesn't Sri Ram become an adharmi?
No, a traitor is the one who leaves dharma. Vibhishan left adharma to join dharma. He is definitely not a traitor. And in accepting him, Bhagwan Shri Ram is not an adharmi.
So, Devendra Pathak ji, you recently launched the book Ram, Messiah or Misogynist. What was your inspiration?
Ah yes, the Lord Ram that so many worship was a mean patriarch, a woman oppressor.
A woman oppressor? What makes you think so?
The Agni Pariksha, of course. He publicly insulted Sita. He forced her to a purity test by fire.
So, Mr. Pathak, what are your credentials? Where did you learn these?
My doctorate in Indic Studies in Coward, and then a postdoctoral research on patriarchy in India from Wentbridge.
Have you seen Kashi?
No.
Have you learned Ramayan from great Indian scholars?
No.
My dear author, your stories bewilder me. False. False. And false. You must be a good fiction writer.
Who do you think you are?
I am Lakshman, brother to Sri Ram. And let me tell you the actual story.
O mighty Rama, you must see the divine princess of Mithila. News of your glorious triumph has reached her. Yet, grief consumes her heart. Her tear-streaked eyes blaze with longing as she cries, I desire to see my husband.
Dear Vibhishan, you are now the king of Lanka. Bring here Sita, the princess of Videha. Let her be bathed and anointed with heavenly cosmetics. Let her be adorned with celestial flowers. She should be brought in a palanquin. Go quickly, let there be no delay.
O virtuous lady, your husband longs to see you. O princess of Videha, be bathed, anointed, and adorned in all finery. The palanquin will await you.
I wish to see my husband immediately without having bathed.
You ought to do the bidding of your husband, Mother Sita, exactly as he has instructed. Present yourself before everyone with dignity and royalty.
I shall do as Sri Ram says.
But why did Sri Rama ask Mother Sita to come in royal clothes?
Mother Sita wanted to prove that she was pure, and for that, she was doubtful to go in royal clothes. But Sri Ram knew that she was pure. He trusted her and had faith in her. Hence, he asked Mother Sita to courageously come out, bathed and dressed in royal clothes.
At last, after a year, our mother will finally come forth. Her unshakable devotion to Sri Ram has kept her unharmed.
Soon, our Sri Ram will stand united with Ma Sita. This is truly a victory of Dharma.
What greater joy than this? The world will see their love unbroken. Jai Shri Ram!
Jai Shri
Jai Shri Ram!
Jai Shri
Jai Shri Ram!
Jai Shri Ram!
Maiya ki
Jai!
Sita 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 Maiya ki
Everyone is watching me. I come well decked in royalty. But what do they see? Do they see a queen or a woman tainted?
She doubts herself. She sought to prove her purity, presenting herself in garments as she lived for a year. She shrinks, thinking how the world sees her.
I lived away from Sri Ram for so long. Do they think I'm fallen, unworthy of Ram?
Her heart is pure, but until the world accepts it, she will not find peace. I know her purity, but she must prove it. For her own strength and for the world to see the Queen of Ayodhya. For this, I should appear impartial.
Raghunandan?
Stop! O Sita, understand this. The war I fought was not for you. By abducting you, Ravan insulted me. I have avenged the insult and protected the honor of my Ikshvaku clan. Ha! And as for you, Ravan seized you and dragged you to Lanka. You have lived there long. Now, you're free to go wherever you wish, to do whatever you wish. It makes no difference to me.
What you have said is cruel and unfitting, O Rama. How can you think like an ordinary man? I did not go to Ravana's house by my choice. I was seized. What is my fault? My heart has always been with you. After all our time together, if you still do not know me, then I might as well be dead. When you sent Hanuman to me, why did you not speak of your mind then? I would have ended my life there and spared you this war. You risked your life and the lives of your friends for nothing.
You have dwelt in the house of another for long. A king must live by his duty and by the eyes of his people. Their gaze spares no one, not you, not even me.
I will not live with this blemish, a scar on my character. Lakshman, prepare the fire. I will step into it if I am without fault, if my character is spotless, if indeed speech and thought I have ever remained faithful to Sri Ram. May this Agni protect me.
Mata! Stop! What are you doing? You will destroy yourself. We know very well of your chastity. You are beyond any doubt. Sri Ram, please, stop her.
If the sun, moon, Mother Earth and all gods have stood witness to my purity, may this Agni protect me.
Sita, your wife, has remained steadfast in thought, word, and deed. Her heart has known none but you, O Sri Ram. Receive her, pure in mind and spirit.
I know Sita. She is beyond all blemish. She would never think of another man. But I knew that the world would doubt her. To prove her purity to all, I spoke thus. O denizens of the three lokas, behold beyond any doubt the purity of Sita, that which I have always known.
Jai Shri Ram!
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 So, throughout this entire scene, did you ever find a place where Sita Ma was forced to walk into fire?
No.
Exactly. It was never a forceful Agni Pariksha. It was Mother Sita's choice of Agni Pravesh. It was not to test Sita Ma, but to protect her from the misunderstandings of the people.
But wasn't he an oppressor?
Absolutely not. He was never a patriarch or a misogynist. He was an ideal husband. And to prove this point, my team is on its way.
What's with all these men? They want us to be Sitas. The perfect wife, submissive and silent. I would never be a victim like that.
Ram threw Sita into the forest and she accepted it? I wouldn't have taken it from any man.
Ram abandoned Sita based on a single washerman's comment. If the same applied nowadays, anybody could misunderstand us, and our men would still get to banish us.
Our parties would have to be in the forest?
Everyone gossips about what happened, as if I needed saving. I was never a victim. I was never weak.
Do you really think you weren't wronged?
Wronged? Victim? Do you dare call me that? I convinced Sri Rama that I would go to the forest with him, and the bow that Sri Rama lifted at my Swayamvar, that very same bow, I carried it around when I was just 5.
Then why did it happen? Why did Sri Rama send you to the forest?
Listen closely, for this is what truly happened, and I speak it for the world to understand.
Ha! My friends, come, come. Sita carries the hair of Raghu's line. Here, take these ornaments. Share my joy. Why do you bow with sorrow when I give joy?
Lord, these hands are unworthy. My ears are filled with whispers of venom, and my heart heavy with poison.
Speak freely. Silence wounds more than truth.
Sri Ram, though peace has returned, whispers stir. They question Mother Sita, and in questioning her, they wound you.
Even after the Agni Pravesh, doubts linger in the city. The whispers are everywhere. Elders, the learned, they question her still.
Some say a woman once in Ravana's house cannot wear the crown.
Even loyal subjects fear gossip, Maharaja. They speak in hushed tones.
So, this is the song of Ayodhya? Even after Agni bore witness to her purity, my people call Sita blemished and their king weak. Should I wear their judgments like chains of iron?
They say we too have to accept our wives. Wherever she goes, whatever she does. What the king does, the people follow.
Wait a second. Wasn't it just a washerman who questioned Mother Sita?
It wasn't just a washerman who was insulting me. It was the entirety of Ayodhya.
We misunderstood, Devi. Forgive us.
It doesn't end there. Men and women would have let go of their commitment to marriage itself. But then, my Rama's decision stopped them. See for yourself.
How? How can I send her away? She is innocent. My heart, my companion. And yet, the kingdom, my duty.
She lived in another man's house. Can she be trusted?
They say that even Agni bore witness. Yet, who among us have seen it? How do we believe?
Others will see me as sanctioning what is forbidden. They will quote me, excuse themselves, accept adultery, engage in adultery. As a king fallen in their eyes, I cannot question them.
Even the king's heart cannot shield her from shame.
If you defend her, should we forgive you?
Dharma is law. Your love for Sita cannot bend it.
The king and queen must be beyond doubt. Only then comes respect. Only then true rule. Once credibility is lost, no authority can restore it.
If he keeps her, shame will stain the throne.
Some say Ram is heartless towards Sita. Others say he is helpless.
Ram is helpless without Sita.
The dharma I uphold is not mine alone. It is Sita's too. Let future generations see. Truth, purity, and duty must stand above love, above doubt. This is the path of Rama. This is the path of Sita, the rulers of Ayodhya.
If the people of Ayodhya doubt us, we would lose our authority. And without authority, we would never be able to establish Dharma.
Why do you say we, Devi? Wasn't it Sri Rama's decision?
The king and the queen should demonstrate Dharma. If we did not take the decision,
The people would commit all sorts of sins in your name, wouldn't they?
Exactly. Society would have crumbled. So, I had to leave to the forest. But for my Ram, it was the most difficult decision he ever made.
For a king, reputation gives authority. For Dharma's sake, for Ayodhya's peace, Sita and I would surrender everything. Our throne, our joys, our very breath. Then what is our togetherness to us but a sacrifice to silence the world's tongues? Lakshmana, take Sita, my queen, my beloved, and escort her to the ashram of Maharshi Valmiki. Tell her no blame, only that Rama, bound by Dharma, entrusts her to sage Valmiki's shelter, far from Ayodhya's venom. This is my command. Carry it.
As you command, Arya. Your word is Dharma. I will obey. Though my heart breaks.
This burden is mine, but the deed is yours. If I accompany her to the forest, I will fail the people of Ayodhya, and still the whispers will persist that I acted out of guilt, shame, weakness. Will Sita understand? Yes, she knows. She knows her duty. She understands me.
Brother, what is this? I see a lot of evil omens. Tell me, what truth lies hidden in your silence?
Devi, forgive me. This journey was never meant for return. Arya Ram has commanded that I leave you here alone.
How? How could he send me away after everything?
People speak ill of you and Sri Ram. To remedy this censure, Sri Ram has commanded that you remain here in Sage Valmiki's ashram. His heart aches, yet he must obey.
I see it now. This is not my Rama's will. It is the cruel weight of the crown that drives him to this. My pain is sharp, but his must be unbearable. Husband and wife are one. If I am torn from him, he too is torn apart.
Oh, mother, I cannot stand to see you crumble.
Lakshmana, do not mistake my grief for weakness. My heart may ache, but it does not falter.
Devi, to leave you here is death to me. But Sri Ram is bound, and I am bound with him. Forgive him. Forgive us both.
You're pure, Sita, brighter than fire.
But a king's dharma is heavier than a husband's joy.
My love for you, the happiness of our home, even my own peace, must yield to the kingdom's trust.
We have sacrificed our lives, the warmth of our nearness, the laughter and tears we might have shared.
But we upheld the institution of marriage, the commitment to its dharma.
Then our love bows before dharma.
Yes, for the people, for posterity, for dharma. Even if it shatters my heart, my home, my love. For duty, even love must bow. For dharma, we endure.
Today, they point fingers at Sri Ram and not at me. Such is the greatness of my husband, Sri Ram.
Forgive me, Devi. I think I'm beginning to understand.
Sri Ram married no other. He lived every moment in the weight of our separation, as I did.
He suffered for you?
He did. He slept on the floor, abandoned every joy, because he knew I could not have them. That is commitment. That is love.
That is beyond words.
Families are secure because of Sri Ram. They have a moral compass. One man for one woman.
And you endured it all?
Yes. It is my mission and the mission of my team to re-establish dharma, revive Sri Rama. I think now we have done our part. We must report back to Arya Sri Rama.
Shri Ram, our mission is accomplished.
Dharma prevails in Bhuloka once more. Now we can rest easy in Saket Lok.
You're mistaken, Lakshmana. Look around you.
Bratashri, what is this? This is not Saket Lok. This is Bhulok.
There is no difference, Lakshmana. This team brought me to Bhuloka. You brought dharma to Bhuloka. When dharma prevails, Bhuloka is no different from Saketaloka.
So that means the harmony, the peace, the celebrations. Will we see all that here?
Indeed, when the people live dharma, heaven becomes earth, and earth becomes heaven.
चौखट पे चल के आज चारों धाम आए हैं बजाओ ढोल स्वागत में मेरे घर राम आए हैं कथा शबरी की जैसे जुड़ गई मेरी कहानी से न रोको आज धोने दो चरण प्रभु के काम आए हैं। बजाओ ढोल स्वागत में, मेरे घर राम आए हैं। तुमको पाके क्या पाया है, सृष्टि के कण कण से पूछो। तुमको खोने का दुख क्या है, कौशल्या के मन से पूछो। द्वार